How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another Java video. So in this video, we're going to be covering the implementation of a hash map. So in previous videos, I explained what a hash map was and the theoretical concepts behind it. So in this video, we're going to actually implement it in Java. So just to recap, a hash map is a collection of key paired values. So for every key that you have, it corresponds to some value. And this is very efficient because when you're searching or removing or adding items or keys or values to your hash map, it does so in O of 1 time, so in constant time. So in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to make an employee class, and from that, we're going to take the employees, add it to a hash map, and then we're going to print out every single piece of information about the employee. So let's go ahead and begin. So initially, I'm going to go ahead and create an employee class. So this is just going to help us make the actual employees. So if you guys haven't watched my object-oriented programming video, I highly recommend you do so before you start getting your feet wet with hash maps and data structures and stuff, because if you don't understand objects and classes, this will be a nightmare for you. So public class employee, and I'm just going to quickly go through this, so I'm not going to explain anything because I'm assuming you guys already know. So every single employee is going to have 3 attributes, so it's going to have a name, an age, and an ID. And let's go ahead and make a constructor. And so this is the employee class. So now we can make instances of the class. Now, when we're implementing hash maps, we need to import the hash map library. So what we're going to do is import java.util.hashmap, and then we're also going to utilize 2 other packages. So we're going to import the map package, and then we're also going to import the map entry package. So let's go ahead and create the actual hash map. So how we do that is we write hash map, and inside these 2 triangular brackets, we specify the key and the value. So here we're going to specify that as integer, and then we're also going to put employee. And then we're going to name this employees is equal to new hash map, and again integer and employee. So I'm going to make 4 employee instances. So I'm just going to copy and paste all that because I don't want to type out all that. And what we're going to do is we're going to take every single employee instance and we're going to add the employees to our hash map. So what we can do is we write the name of the hash map and we do dot put, and here we will specify the integer, so 1, and then we will take the value, so E1. So E1 now corresponds to the very first value in our hash map. Remember, our goal is to print out all the pieces of information about each employee. So how we can do this is we can traverse or travel through the hash map and print out every single employee. So what we can do is we're going to write entry and integer employee, and then we're going to give it some value. Let's say I for every employee entry set inside of the hash map. So we need to specify 2 things. We need to specify the key and then the value. So the way we can get the key is have a int key variable, which is equal to i.getKey. And now, since we have several objects, we can't just have a value variable. We need to have an object of the employee class. So what we're going to do is just specify or instantiate an object variable. So let's just give it the name e is equal to i.getValue. So now we can get the key of every single item in the list, which is 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then we can also get the values, which is just the actual employee objects themselves. And now what we can do is we can print out the pieces of information. So we're going to print it out in one line. So what we can do is the employee employee plus the key. So it's going to say employee 1 is da-da-da, and then employee 2 is da-da-da. And then it just goes on and prints out all 4. And then we're going to have the, remember when we declared the 3 attributes of the class? So now we can implement those because we have this employee object. So we can now do e.name plus space plus e.age ID. And now this will print out whichever employee we're on, so it gets the key, and then it just prints out the values of E1. So it gets the value for every specified key. So I hope you guys can see this, because it's now going to print out the very first item in our hash map, which is 1 and E1, and then it's going to loop through again and then go 2 and E2, and then so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and print this and see what happens. So as you can see, it prints out exactly what we wanted to. So it says employee 1's information is Jason 24 and then his ID. And then it does that for every single item in the hash map. So for every key you have this value, and it just prints out everything in our hash map. Hash maps are very, very useful because you can store the data and then you can access the data anytime within your program. So I really hope this video helped, and I will see you in the next tutorial. So please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.